Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. We are going to be addressing tokenization. So just recently this month, we've seen Joel Katz, aka David Schwartz, mentioning a few things around tokenization. And what you see as the year draws to a close, Joel Katz provides a visionary outlook into the future of blockchain in 2024 and beyond. The first one was AI and blockchain. By 2024, the convergence of AI and blockchain will revolutionize cybersecurity and financial services. AI, pivotal in ensuring blockchain security, will empower accurate market insights and automated trading. But blockchain is the key for AI adoption. Why? Because with blockchain, you could actually have security around AI, but also permissions around AI. Also, with blockchain, it actually allows you to make sure that within the entire AI sphere, which we are starting to actually see this becoming a problem around AI generation, you can know the ownership and also the realness of AI generated images, videos, and things like that. So AI and blockchain is the perfect match. But beyond this, we actually have AI chatbots. Like those on XRP, Ledger will simplify development, fostering global innovation and financial inclusion. Prediction number 2. RWA tokenization. Real-world asset tokenization will drive the blockchain economy, led by real estate and commodities. Tokenized RWAs on the XRP ledger will enhance collateralized loans, improve interoperability, and attract institutional adoption, reshaping the financial sector. The XRP ledger will be a leading blockchain enabling these use cases. And remember what I've said around a few trends to look into going into 2024 and even 2025. Real-world asset tokenization is one of those large trends that will see a ton of enterprise and institutional grade money flowing into it. And then, of course, prediction number 3, decentralized identity, DID. Adoption will revolutionize privacy on the blockchain. Decentralized exchanges empowered by DIDs will see increased institutional volume, driving growth and liquidity in decentralized finance. The proposed XLS 40 amendment introduces DID capabilities to the XRP ledger, marking a new era in privacy, security, and financial innovation. Then prediction number 4, interoperability and smart contracts. By 2024, blockchain interoperability will break silos, creating a unified and efficient ecosystem. Interoperability protocols like the cross-chain bridge amendment for the XRP ledger will spur innovation, fostering new DeFi applications. This shift will drive mainstream adoption, unlocking blockchain's full potential across industries. And then, of course, prediction number 5, stablecoins. Stablecoins will reshape global finance, creating new FX corridors and reducing USD dependence. The Middle East will lead in stablecoin adoption for regional trades. And then, of course, last but not least, financial institutions standardizing integration with blockchains will pave the way for stablecoins as a universal tool, streamlining international transactions and even unlocking new economic potential. The stage is set for a transformative year in 2024. So again, love to see those insights. The one that we are channeling the most though here is tokenization. Why? Because guess what? Go back to July where I said, take a second to think about the power behind tokenization. Real estate, $300 trillion plus. Equities markets, $100 trillion plus. Debt markets, $300 trillion plus. Derivatives, $600 trillion with a $1.2 quadrillion potential valuation on them. Securities financing, $4 trillion. Repurchase, securities lending, $2.9 trillion. Asset management and fund administration, $89 trillion. Remember, everything of value will be tokenized eventually. The hard hitters are going to be the ones that actually have the efficient infrastructure for this to happen. This is why I look at a lot of these players like even Quant, Ripple with XRP, Hedera, Casper, Nexera, even Stellar, and so many other ones. But I also said, going back in time, right, we know from the World Economic Forum that they predicted $867 trillion. That's the potential that blockchain technology could disrupt with tokenization. The path forward is so damn clear to me that crypto is the future, and a lot of these major elite organizations like the World Economic Forum, they already know it because they are going to plan on leveraging this blockchain type technology. And this is where we really look at those major players like Ripple, Hedera, Quant, you name it. Because again, they already told us the valuation that blockchain could very well disrupt. Do you honestly think that that is by coincidence? No, they have plans on leveraging this. But beyond all of this, right? Go back to July 10th. The tokenization of real world assets is one of the best use cases for blockchain and crypto. That's what Joel Katz basically said. And he already discussed the opportunities regarding tokenized real world assets. And here's a direct quote. We created a product last year and we're able to go from contact to funding the loan in 48 hours. That's just impossible in the traditional finance world. And this is from Homecoin, a co-founder and CEO at Homecoin. And remember, right, like as we really look at what's going on around real estate, this is the first major step. The first major step is real estate. And that's a $300 trillion plus asset class. But also, check this one out from David Schwartz. Big shout out to Flip the Chain for this video. This goes back to October. Tokenization on the XRP ledger shall start in a year and a half in the real world. Here are the claps. Check this out.
I'm hoping that we're going to see, as real-world asset tokenization projects grow, I think the XRP Ledger is going to be a really good platform for them to launch on, particularly because of the low fees and because of the integration with the DEX, with the proximity to sort of the movement of funds. The ability, if someone's going to buy, what do you want to do with a real-world tokenized asset? You want to buy it, you want to sell it, you want to hold it, you want to transfer it. And if you want to buy it and sell it, you want to be able to do that with whatever asset is convenient for you. You don't want to tie. If you tokenize some sort of debt, like you don't want to tie it to US dollars because then that limits access to it to people who have sort of proximity to US dollars. One of the things the XRP Ledger is good for is giving you sort of proximity to many different assets, and that exchange is seamlessly built in. So I think that's one of the many reasons why the XRP Ledger is going to be a good place to launch tokenized real world assets. I think we'll see that in the next year, year and a half.
So there you guys have it. And as we really look at the next year, year and a half, this was back in October. We're getting close to the end goal here, which is major adoption of this type of technology in the real world. And it's already here, right? Like real estate is the big one too. Like real estate, once we start to see real estate being fully tokenized, it's game over. And I do think that XRP and the XRP Ledger is perfectly positioned for this. The stage is already set. But why am I bringing all of this back up? Well, because let's go back in time a little bit to Project Guardian. And this is not to get confused with Hedera with Guardian. All participants in the various pilots, use case of asset tokenization, Ripple Partners, SBI, HSBC, UBS, the BIS, and even Standard Chartered are involved. Project Guardian pilot number 1 demonstrated that the potential for reducing costs, DBS Bank, JP Morgan, SBI Digital, tokenized foreign exchange, and government bonds. Also, 2 new Project Guardian pilots to broaden the set of tokenized assets. Standard Chartered Bank issuing tokens linked to trade finance. HSBC plus UOB tokenizing wealth management products. We believe Project Guardian can help pave the way for the next evolution of financial markets in Singapore. And this is from the Monetary Authority of Singapore. This has all major ties back to Ripple, technically speaking, if we are looking at Medico with Ripple. I mean, Ripple has everything under one umbrella. And then also over here, day 131, all connected to Ripple, DBS Bank. One of the largest Singapore banks is part of Project Guardian on the tokenization of assets. DBS will exchange and custody. This group includes SBI, HSBC, now with Medico, and the BIS Interoperability Task Force. And here we have, again, the DBS Digital Exchange will offer exchange services between 4 fiat currencies, they do mention it, and 4 of the most established cryptocurrencies, namely Bitcoin, Ether, Bitcoin Cash, and even XRP. This is very significant. Then also over here, I totally agree with James Wallace at Ripple. That is a great topic. Tokenization could unlock a potential $400 billion revenue opportunity. This is why all the big players are looking into tokenization. Fund managers, $270 billion opportunity. Wealth managers, $100 billion opportunity. Wholesale platforms, $30 billion opportunity. Fund administrators and transfer agents, $5 billion opportunity. One of the most important projects regarding to tokenization is Project Guardian, all tied back and connected with Ripple and even XRP. This is very, very significant. And this is all regarding even Onyx by JP Morgan. Remember how everyone has always been saying, oh, JP Morgan is going to kill Ripple. Ripple is going to kill JP Morgan. A lot of these players are already tied in. They're already tapped in. And they're collaborating. They're networking already together. But also over here, regulators approve, banks move. Asset tokenization pioneers in banking. Ripple and its partners, Medico, HSBC, and Standard Chartered are some of the most important first movers. And here's a graphic by Whitesite. We can actually see regulators approve, banks move, asset tokenization pioneers in banking. Let me open this up in a new tab just so that you guys can see it. So initially, 2023, check this out, Goldman Sachs, even Standard Chartered. Then, of course, in April, VP Bank teams up with Medico to expand its digital asset custody and tokenization services. Then also Fubon Bank partners with Ripple to explore real estate asset tokenization. And then we have even HSBC with Goldman Sachs there being highlighted, and many other players as well. But beyond this, you could zoom in to a few other connections here. Securitize, which has connections back to Ripple also, looking into security tokens. Then down here, we have Deutsche Bank, Citi, things like that. But also we have HSBC. HSBC is very significant, leverages blockchain technology to digitize gold assets, and then Standard Chartered as well. ARMS unveil Libera, I hope that I'm saying that name correctly, a platform for tokenizing Singapore dollar government bonds. Also, some other connections here. I mean, you have the Monetary Authority, which this is with Singapore. This kind of goes back to where Ripple got major licenses within the Singapore region. But there's also connections to other players that we've been looking into, like Quant, right, with SDX. SDX is a big one. They've been doing a ton of things around tokenization. They actually just recently collaborated with 6 banks to create a tokenized version of the Swiss franc. Again, that could be tied back to blockchain-based technology. Even Chainlink's been doing some very good things. I mean, guys, this has been the year for blockchain adoption within tokenization, and it's all under major organizations, major banks. I mean, this is very significant. The traction is already here. But guess what is the key piece of the puzzle for tokenization? Crypto liquidity. And we know this from Ripple going all the way back to March. Crypto liquidity and the future of tokenization. This got written by Brad Chase. And this was a very significant one to look into and study, especially as discussions around tokenization became a big deal. Now, I have a few clips from this video. It's about 30 minutes long. I'm not going to play it, obviously, but I'm going to play one clip that got posted by Mickey B. Fresh and what he actually mentioned around this as well. But Ripple's vision for utility. For Ripple, that long-term vision is utility. It's why, despite a rough end to the year for most of the industry, we continue to grow and expand our network of partners and customers around the world. By focusing on real-world opportunities like usability and interoperability, the company has been able to make steady progress towards its goal of achieving durable enterprise use cases for blockchain and digital assets. Last year was a pivotal moment in the industry as blockchain and crypto solutions moved into the mainstream. When the waters grew choppy in previous years, maybe just a few friends would call, but now, with heightened visibility, even my parents are checking in. And of course, the Liquidity Hub, which, yes, will include XRP. For those that are out there saying the Liquidity Hub doesn't even include XRP, we know that it didn't include XRP because of the regulatory discussions. Also, future of tokenization, pretty much everything, right? CBDCs, stocks, real estate, carbon credits, everything will be tokenized. I mean, hell, when we talk about tokenization and blockchain, it is the perfect match. And then, of course, when you introduce AI into that mix, it's such an incredible recipe for incredible opportunities and even trillions of dollars to be disrupted and revolutionized. But here you guys have a quick 45-second long clip. There's also a few other clips down here, but I think this is the main one that I want to focus on. This got posted by Mickey B. Fresh. We do see the head of Liquidity Hub at Ripple provides a set of crypto primitives to support tokenization. Number 1 is interoperability, fiat to crypto. Number 2 is custody and wallet for all tokens. Number 3 is identity compliance, decentralized identifiers, and zero-knowledge proofs. And then number 4 is liquidity pools. This is David Schwartz's original vision. But remember what we just talked about. This is 2024 predictions from Ripple X Dev, which originally got posted on Ripple. Every single one of these is catering to tokenization. You have DID, right? You have interoperability. Every single one of these major initiatives is focused on tokenization. Listen closely, though.
We have is kind of a set of crypto primitives that any crypto business kind of can need to build an offering. And so that includes these on and off ramps or kind of interoperability, includes custody, so the security of storing your assets. It's kind of the compliance angle, which kind of subsumes the identity component. And then there's these liquidity pools. And so, Ripple is active in more of those than others. But I think what I'm most excited to see again, as it enables this tokenization, is really this compliance area grow. I think that's an area that there's a lot of, again, exciting foundational work in the industry, zero knowledge proofs, decentralized identifiers, but figuring out how we put those together to kind of get to that use case is what I'm really excited to see happen.
Yeah.
We have.
And this entire vision is really coming together at a very fast pace. And I do really think that 2024 is the year everything changes. And the reason why is because, do you guys remember this video that I included just recently? BlackRock, Vanguard, Goldman Sachs, and Citibank have all been building the infrastructure for tokenization this entire past year. 2024 is when they can start to scale. Yeah, that's the truth, right? Like, as we really look at what's been happening, they have all been building out the infrastructure layer. Hell, even with Ripple, technically speaking, if you look at Medico is a massive player. They have connections back to Citi. They have connections back to VP Bank. They have connections back to even BNP Paribas, Standard Chartered, HSBC. So many other massive giants. HSBC, for an example. All of the big players are gearing up and getting ready for 2024. What happens after 2024 is the digital revolution. And it's going to happen for well over a decade. It's going to be a massive time in this market. That's why I bring up these valuations and how much money is out there. $867 trillion by the World Economic Forum regarding what blockchain technology could disrupt with tokenization. That is no joke. But remember, as we start to see things being tokenized fully, you still need custody services, liquidity services. How are you going to settle all of these things? How is it all going to be moved? It has to be moved in seconds. It has to be settled in seconds. It has to be able to be interoperable with every other, thing of value. These are the major questions. These are like the major questions that I bring up because there's only one major company in this space that has been fully focused on all of that, utilizing blockchain-based technology. And that's been Ripple for well over a decade. And they understand how big of a game changer this is. And remember that tokenization is not a new term. It's been around for a while. It's just now fully catching on to these big players that are massive giants in the institutional grade sector. So with that being said, I really think that 2024 is shaping up to be a major year. I think that Ripple is fully focused on tokenization right now. The XRP ledger and XRP is perfectly positioned here. And just like they said, right? The stage is set for a transformative year in 2024. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.